Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Skyfactory Survival. So, this is kind of a mini episode. It's not a full episode. We're not going to do anything really crazy, but I just wanted to get the Tinker's Construct building stuff out of the way. Because we built it, but I actually wanted to show you guys how it works in kind of a mini episode between the last one and the next one where we're going to build the dark room. So, I did a little bit of extra work. There's some stuff I've set up in there. This, actually, it's all up there. That's fine though, because given the nature of Skyfactory, I actually don't want to lose items when I fall off. So I constructed a little machine up there that I'll show you guys that will let me soul bind items. So if I fall to my death, it's basically keep inventory, but a little more expensive than that. It took a lot of work to make. But enough of that. Let's get on to actually building some weapons. So first things first, I have a lot of items over there I've stored already, just to be ready for stuff. But in the meantime, I need some stone. Those aren't the items I have stored. Those ones are over here. That's just, I was checking to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything. So first things first, we need to make parts for all of our stuff. So to do that, we make stone versions first. So let's see, we need to make a fletching. We don't need to make fletching. We do need to make an arrowhead. We need to make a bow limb. We need to make tough rod. We need to make a large plate. And we need to make a large blade. And I think that should do it for the stone parts. Real quick, we can make the fletching by doing this. And we have fletching. And we can make the string by doing this, I believe. Yep, there's our bowstring. So we're already a good portion of the way there. Now I need to go run and get a bunch of gold, which I actually probably should have started smelting before I started recording. But hey, you know, unless I screwed something up, it just wouldn't quite be the same. So, let's see. How many casts do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that'll do it. So it means we need 10. My supplemental diamond sword. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I was doing some prep work for the next episode, and I got both unlucky and lucky at the same time. I got attacked by a mob that actually ended up dropping a loot bag, which gave me a couple things that'll allow me to finally actually make the items I want to make, which is very exciting. Because, well, let's face it, otherwise I would have been stalled till I could at least get to the nether, probably even later than that. Let's see, actually I need 2 notch apples. Grab a couple stacks of these. And I've baked all of my apples. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I'll get everything made, and then I will cut real quick and knock down the trees so I can get some apples. And then we will go from there. But in the meantime, the gold is done, so we'll pull this out. So let's put these in our hotbar. And we'll throw the ingot cast in here. So let's start with the arrowhead. Put that on bottom, there we go. And let the casting begin. So, arrowhead, stone tough rod, large sword blade, large plate, oh, that's right. And last but not least, the large limb. Okay, now that we've done that, we can just get rid of all these, because we so don't need them now. Get rid of the shard, we just need the castings. Okay, is that a short bow limb? Oh no, whew, scared me for a sec. Okay, so, oh, sorry about that, wow. So, let's start with, the bow. So we need 2 limbs, large plate, and string. So throw down the limb. Make sure manual's up. 1 limb. 2 limbs. Large plate. And that'll do it for the bow. And we'll leave the large plate cast there because we'll need that for the cleaver. But we'll put the bow together real quick. Because we can. Feels like progress. So we got the string, we got the... Okay. So we go to the bow. I prefer the long bow to the short bow. It shoots heavier, but also, well, hits really, really hard. Okay, so we want this. Whoop. Nope, we want that there, that there, that there, and that there. And I'll call this what I call everything. Stick thrower. There we go. Boom. Fireworks! Okay, so that is 1 down. Real quick, we can also make the arrows. So one of the things I got was a blaze rod, which was really, really lucky because there are very few things that can be used as, I guess, arrow shafts. You can use regular wood, you can use slime, or you can use blaze rods. And I actually prefer blaze rods because then it means that your arrows light enemies on fire. And that's just so much fun. So we'll call this Flaming Death! There we go. Okay, and the more I use them, the better they'll get. So I'm going to end up cutting and making some notch apples, making some other stuff, and getting these some modifiers, and then we'll start upgrading them real quick. So let's see, there's those. And now, last but certainly not least, I need to make the cleaver, which is large plate. Okay, so large blade, 1 large plate, 2 tough rods. So large plate, 1 tough rod here. I also need to make another tough rod out of paper, which seems weird, I know, but it ends up giving you another modifier slot when you do it that way. So, okay, I guess that doesn't work anymore, which in my humble opinion is an absolute shame. Yeah, you can't do large plate. Nope. You do the blade. Nope. Wow. Okay. So paper is no longer an option for adding modifiers. That is kind of dumb, in my opinion. I mean, I can make it work, but one thing that I always did was I did a thaumium part and a paper part because it allows more modifiers for like damage or different looting, repair, stuff like that, knockback. But that is okay. I will make it work. I have a couple ideas, and again, using them will open up more modifier slots. So once I have the mob farm set up, I can start just wailing away on all the enemies that fall out of it and end up upgrading stuff rather quickly. I'll be getting off this stream because, dear God, like, I'm just thinking of what it took to upgrade my pickaxe, and that was just ridiculous. So I'm thinking let's just go with Buster Sword, because let's face it, it's that big. Prepared to fight. You've got to fight for your right to party. Okay, that was ridiculous. Got lots of manual left, lots of manual left. That is okay. So we have our sword, our stick thrower, and our arrows. So I'm going to cut real quick, put some modifiers on these things, and then I will show you guys how they work. Be right back. And we're back! Woohoo! So, before we actually add modifiers to these, I realized, well, I had modifiers to them, but I didn't actually, do it yet. But I realized there's one more thing we got to do real quick, and that is soul bind these things. So, I will head back to the house where I've got a couple of machines set up. So originally, when I was going to do soul binding. I was afraid I was going to have to basically enchant book after book after book and pray to God that I got the soul binding enchantment, and just go through levels after levels after levels and hope that I got lucky. Because that's really sometimes the only option, until I found out there's this little fancy machine. You can go over here, you put in a vibrant crystal and a soul vase, and it takes 10 levels to do it. So I'll go over here and grab 10 levels. Actually, I'll grab 30 because I got it 3 times. 1 for every item. I'll probably do it more in the future because I don't want to lose them, you know? But in the meantime, use player XP, and it gets going like that. And we'll put in some more. And we'll wait till it's ready for more. Oh, crap. Don't run out of power, don't run out of power, don't run out of power. Okay. So, I'm going to take this back out here and hook it up to some power. Because, oh, it only used 3 levels? It said it was going to use 10. I mean, I'm okay with this. I don't mind. I'm just very confused. Okay, so put this down here. So, the Ender Crystal is what allows soul binding, which I will show you in a sec once we get the rest of these finished. I guess I'll need to do this out here, where there's... I also need to grab... shoot. Okay, we're just going to put some redstone in here. Yeah, because that... No, okay, it did it. But it also expended all of the power from this. Okay. So, obviously I planned ahead, and I've done this before. Except totally not really. This is the first time I've ever used one of these machines, but I did some research, and it looked promising, and it is. But I've obviously never used this one before. So I'm a little... I'm not going to say flustered as much as just faking it a bit. So we're just going to do this and do that one more time. Okay, as long as it keeps going, we're good. So, I'm gonna grab some food real quick, because as usual, I'm hungry, hungry, hungry. There we go. Now we'll come back over here and hopefully grab the finished product. Almost. Maybe? That's something else I'm gonna do between now and the next episode, is creatively automate this, hopefully, with... Turn this, instead of using the heated redstone, I'm actually thinking I'm going to use the lava generator and pipe the fluid out of these into it, and then make the 8x1, not the 64 because that's ridiculous, but I'll make the 8x1, which will hopefully be able to keep up. So let's see what those, we got that, perfect. So then we go up here, we go over here, click on this, it's got a book and a quill in it, and you put the ender crystal in it. And it gives you soulbound with a wicked high enchantment cost. So, the good news is, I've got lots and lots and lots of levels in here. So, I should be okay. You know, joke's on me when it doesn't actually work, but... And that. And back over here for a few more levels. And then once more unto the breach, dear friends. And then I realized I need to make an anvil real quick, because that is how you put these books on items. So, back downstairs. And grab a stack of iron. Run out here. I think I'll put the anvil inside as well, just on principle. So, 1, 2, 3. Anvil. And I'll put it back inside again, just on principle. If, you know, big metal anvil out in the rain, just seems like it'll get rusty, right? Plus, this thing, all this thing does is make those book and quill, like, look, you can make XP boost, which is interesting, actually. Haven't seen that one before. Auto smelt, fire protection, protection, feather falling, blast protection, respiration, smite, knockback. I mean, all the thorns, aqua affinity, all that stuff. And I'm waking, where is it? There it is. You do repair, which I don't know exactly. Adds repair durability over time. Interesting, actually. I'm not going to use that one, because I'll just use, what is it? Ball of Moss that I've got to repair my tools, but doing the Soulbound enchantment, Ender Crystal, yeah. So, we'll go this here. Let's start with the stick thrower. So glad I have all these levels. I really have no idea what I would do if I didn't have all these levels. Which I might need to figure out what I would do without them because they're going away very quickly. I need to start smelting a lot more ingots and getting more. I mean, well, I guess actually I take it back. I will be set for levels once I have. There we go. Stick thrower. Once I have the mob farm going, I will have plenty of levels. Buster sword, Buster sword, and flaming arrows of death. Flaming death. Whoop! I didn't actually do that. Okay, let's try it again. I'm a genius. Oh, I didn't have the. I don't have the levels for it. Wow. There we go. Okay. And flaming death. Okay, there we go. What? I did it, didn't I? Am I just insane? Why is that not working? Okay, so it used my levels, and then it didn't work. This is very interesting. Let's rename it, see if that has an effect. Okay, that time it worked. Every other time it didn't, but whatever. I didn't need those levels anyway, right? Dang, that's a lot lower than it was. Okay, I will have to work on refilling this. So now comes the fun part, where we make our weapons do a lot of damage and have a bit of fun. So let's see, redstone, we need the Certus quartz, and we need redstone. Okay, so first thing we want to do for each of these is add moss. So it repairs the bow and the sword, but the cool thing with the moss on arrows is it actually makes them come back. Like, they regenerate arrows. So I can shoot half of them, wait 5 minutes, and they're all back, which is very cool. So, now we'll go to this. Alright, finally tapered off. That's nice. So, all we need for this is redstone. Literally the only thing we want to use on the bow is redstone. Because it makes the draw speed faster, which makes the arrow speed faster, which makes it do more damage. And that's all we want, because so the way, okay, I guess I should explain in more detail. Each item here has a different effect. Redstone, for example, on weapons makes you swing faster or draw faster on bows. And on pickaxes and other items, it makes you mine faster. It gives you haste. So is that all the modifiers? That's all of them. Okay. So, lapis on weapons gives you looting, and on tools gives you fortune. Certus quartz and nether quartz on weapons give you sharpness, and on tools don't do a dang thing, because they just don't. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. So, how many can I put on at once? 3. So this is way more Certus quartz than I'm going to need, that's for sure. But so right now, it does 7 hearts. Now it does 7.5. Now it does 8. And now it does 8.5. Or does it do more? It does 18 attack damage, basically. And now it does 9.5 hearts of damage. 19 attack damage, I guess, straight up. So let's do the same thing for the arrows, shall we? No? What? Okay, things have changed, I guess. So let's try nether quartz. So the nether quartz I got by taking dirt, putting it down, putting the ancient spores, these things over here, on top of it, which turns it into mycelium. And then you put a bucket of, or the barrel of water on top of it, and it makes, like, tainted, nasty water, and then you throw sand in it, it turns into soul sand, and then you sieve the soul sand, and you get nether quartz every time. Lots of nether quartz. Okay, so we're going to do this one the old-fashioned way. with lots and lots of nether quartz, which is unfortunate because Certus quartz has the same effect, just it takes a lot less of it to do it. So it's going to take a lot of nether quartz, which is why I have so many stacks of it, because I knew I didn't expect the Certus quartz to work, to be honest. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the mod pack. I wasn't expecting it to, because that's my luck, is it just wouldn't work. But it ended up working on the sword, which is great, because that one would have taken forever. And this one I can just do the round of it, and we'll get there all the same. 92. There we go. 7 hearts of damage. Plus 3 hearts, so 10 hearts total, plus a little bit of bonus from the draw speed. The thing I like about this is the reticule and the way the arrows look. Oh, that draw speed is so slow. Which is kind of the trade-off I use for Manulin. Manulin's great for the sake of the material is really durable. The trade-off is it has a very slow draw speed because it is so durable. But hopefully once we get some more levels on it, we can add some more redstone, and we can end up having lots and lots of damage from it. You also notice my arrows have regenerated. I have 144 again, even though I've already shot 2. Another thing that when you don't have all your arrows, come on, shoot it. There you go. You can actually pick them up off of the wall where you shot them. So if I shoot this one out, oh, it regenerated too fast. Okay, let's try again. Shoot this out here. Whoop. There you go. And there you go. You can pick them up. So I hope to get the draw speed up. I might do a thing where, as a reward for pulling certain things off, I give myself... There are certain creative modifiers I can get, which I may give to myself for the sake of, you know, just having ridiculously powerful weapons. But we'll see. I might not. I probably won't, to be honest. But in case I do, there you go. Now you know. You've been warned. Or I might just do lucky blocks and loot bags and see if I get lucky. Because one thing in this mod pack is there are loot bags. So once you set up the mob farm, when they die, they drop, I'll show it to you, loot bags. And there's common, uncommon, rare, and epic. And now, very new one is legendary. But you can see the drop rate is not good. But that's okay. I'll automate it so they'll drop while I'm not around. And then I'll come back to all of the loot bags. Just all of the loot bags. So, hey, there we go. We've got our bow. We've got our sword. They're soulbound, so we can fall off a cliff and still have them. And on sheer daring, and because I want to make sure that that's the way it's going to work, I'm going to end this little minisode the way I like to end most of the minisodes, most of the episodes. That is also very funny, because it means y'all get to watch me fall to my death. Yep, I have a chest plate, too, that I got from one of the loot bags. Okay, so, let's see if it works, shall we? Geronimo! You see all my graves down here from when I've fallen previously. Survey says, respawn. Hey, whoa. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So I'd call that an effective test. And I'm just going to do the honest thing and go throw these off the cliff. Okay. So, note to self, if I ever want bonus items, soulbind them, throw myself off the cliff, and double my items. Now you know. Okay. Well, there we go. That's Tinker's Construct in a nutshell. There's a lot more to it than just that, but that's a good start. I do hope to make some more items, like not the chisel. Chisel's useless. Not really. Like a mattock, because again, it's good for farming. I'll definitely need that. Probably make a hammer just on principle. Maybe a battle axe. Maybe not. Maybe a battle sign. Yeah? Maybe I should make a battle sign. It'll be fantastic. But in the meantime, this has been a little mini episode for Tinker's Construct. And apparently a how-to on duplicating your items in Skyfactory. Oops. So I will see you guys next time. This is Skyfactory. This is Skyblock on steroids because you get a tree and well, I can't release it now.
They're fine. Well, I mean, coyotes aren't that bad. They're little doggies. They're cute little doggies. Yeah, I'm getting pretty a lot better FPS than I was last time. I wasn't using